My God, this lighting's amazing. If I could just like have this all the time.
All right, you're live.
You're gorgeous. You look at her. Look at how gorgeous she is.
Oh my
She looks
God.
so great on camera.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pamela and Rocco, Bashery and Co. Okay.
Well, when you're ready.
Crazy hair. What's wrong with my hair?
Watch those arms.
My arms are going in. Okay,
And
keep my arms
let
down.
me do,
Have you always done this kind of thing, like before kids
I
and
was like
stuff?
a journalist, and then I had my kids. I took a lot of time
Here, put
off.
this- You guys both hold this up.
And,
Put this down here. Just wanna make
you
sure
know
you
it's
look
plain white.
perfect.
What are you doing?
We are weight balancing the camera.
Oh, thanks. And then I met Andy, and Andy is like a jack of all trades. He's creating incredible content with
Okay,
Focus
thank
TV
you.
Network
It's awesome.
on everything you can imagine that's related to moms and not to moms. But
Yeah.
just like I actually
That's so
watch it. 'Cause
cool.
It's great.
Yeah.
He's creating a lot of great content. So yeah, I work with him here, and then I run LA Magazine. And it's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
I did it just to
Well, when you're
empower
ready.
moms. I really wanted moms to feel like they weren't alone when they were
Sure.
going into the world of motherhood.
Sure. No,
Such a
it's
scary place to enter
Yeah,
alone.
it's scary.
So
It's fear of the unknown. It's like everything else. Like it's just anything like that is just like, how do you prepare? What do you do? You know?
right, and there's no manual, and there's no, and I didn't want to go like all these millions of books and like articles, and it was time to navigate
No.
all of that.
I know. I didn't read. I had my husband read one book when I was pregnant because like I just like didn't have time. You know what I mean? And then I just like would talk. How I learned is by talking to moms, like
Right.
asking questions. Like
That's
that's
it.
what I want to know. Like
Exactly. So
All right,
that's what we're
go
trying to
for
create
it.
here.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Why is this like that? Are we doing Facebook Live too? Yep. All right, great. You're watching Moms Matter, and I'm here today with Pamela and Rocco of Bashery and Co., who is an incredible party planner, and she's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And we're so excited to have you on the show today.
So excited to be. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I love your Instagram page.
Thank you.
I love the way you set up for parties.
Thank you.
And I asked you to come in today to help moms when we're planning parties. There is no such thing as an unlimited budget.
No.
And so we all want everything to be perfect, but we all want it to kind of work in a certain price point.
Exactly.
So how do you do that while maintaining everything looking so perfect?
Well, I think that one thing we can do is no matter if you're having like a fun brunch with your girlfriends or if you're having a kid's birthday party or even a dinner party, I think using really fun disposable partyware is really inexpensive. Like you don't have to rent, because if you're having a party, you don't have 25 nice dishes, right? You'd have to rent them. So there's a lot of lines out there now that are so fancy but disposable. And so I think that's like my first tip.
Okay.
Another tip would be to, if you have time, like DIY stuff. I mean, I know it's like we don't have a lot of time, but it just adds this special little touch, for cheap. And I think that's what like people look at. They're like, that was so sweet that they took the
Right.
time to do that.
That's true.
And there's so many easy and simple DIYs that don't have to take a lot of time. I think moms like hear the word DIY and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to Michael's and I have to buy all these things.
Right.
And it's going to take me 20 hours, but that's not the case. I mean, what I'm all about is I show a bunch of really easy DIYs that just give a really, cute addition to your party.
And you have that on your site where you'll
my blog.
You'll show how to do it
Yes.
and all of that.
Yes, do a lot of
Fantastic.
videos and then just, tutorials on how to do some easy things.
Great. And can you get your kids involved? Like, can they actually do it with you? Or is it a
Yeah,
little
so
too
that's
complicated?
always what I do. Like everything I do, I have them involved. And so that's what you'll see. Like we did a really cute heart crayon thing for Valentine's Day, and they did the entire thing with me because it's like they want to feel a part of the party.
Absolutely.
And I think by like incorporating them and then like the people from at the party, your guests see that, it just makes it special.
Right. So you brought in, which I actually wanted to show because I thought it was so gorgeous. I love this.
It's just an example, of how you can really make a party glam, but on cheap.
Very, very pretty. And then where do you actually order all of these? Like,
Right. Yeah. So There's a really great company called Mary Mary, and they make things Harlow and Gray. This is actually from Harlow and Gray. There's a great party boutique in LA that Bonjour Fête, and it's in Studio City, but you can order it online, and they have like a range of all the type of products. Because I think it's like an elevated party good, right? Like it's this type of stuff isn't really at like your basic party stores.
not
You
at
almost
all.
have to do like the boutique or online.
Right. So get the fancy party wear. Do a nice little project with your kids that you can put on display.
And
Anything else?
Yes. So I drop just like for photos because everybody wants that Instagram moment.
Yes.
And you know, and then it's like, so people are so much more aware of the parties that they throw because through and the backdrops there, and so people will post, you know, if they have this
Oh my
awesome
gosh.
backdrop. I mean, it's just
But it's
what this
true.
world is
It has to
now.
be Instagram worthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And backdrop walls do not have to be expensive. I mean, they can,
Wow.
you know, and you just like use long balloons and make this cute thing. So there's a lot of options that are, again, like very inexpensive, but it's all about the photo op moment.
Love that.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're absolutely right. So we're going to make our part Instagram worthy, and that's how we
Yes.
know we've got a slam dunk.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you for your tips.
Thank you.
You saw it right here on Moms Matter. We're here.
Rolling, we're rolling.
You're watching Moms Matter, and we're.
Stand by. Stand by, here we go. Okay, go.
How do working moms do it all? Take care of the kids, make some extra cash, have fun, and look glamorous. Pamela Rocco from Bashawai & Co. is here with us today to tell us how she manages her hectic life with her 2 girls and her husband. Thanks for joining us again today.
Thanks for having me.
So, you are gorgeous.
Oh.
Your girls are always so well put together. And you run this thriving.
It's hard, right? Like you want to be with your kids. I mean, my kids are so young. They're 4 and 2. And so, you know, I want to be with them a lot during the day. And I don't want to like miss these special times, but I also like want to have, you know, my career and feel like I'm, and I want like 9 to 1.
So while they're asleep.
Yeah.
And then when do you have time for your hubby?
I know, the poor husbands. I mean, they always get like, you know, I make sure like I have like 1 or 2 nights where I don't work, and then like we have, you know, time together. But do these things that make me be fulfilled as a mom and a woman. So I got lucky. How?
It works out.
Mm-hmm.
And what about on the days? I'm sure you have a lot of parties where you're planning that fall on the weekends, which
Yeah.
is when everybody's home.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of juggle that?
So, well, it's even more crazier because my husband works on the weekends.
Oh, wow.
So he's not even like there to, you know, help with the kids if I do have an event. So a couple things I do is I'm really picky about the events that I do. A lot of the events I do are with like the mommy type of organization. So I do some for mom.me, and they're during the week because, you know, and they're for young kids. So that's when like the moms come with the young kids. So it's really been working out
That's great.
kind of, you know, but if it's on the weekends, you know, you pull in all your people.
You pull in your village.
You know, you find your people. And we don't have any family here. All of our family's on the East Coast, but
Right. So you've
So-
kind of found your niche in a place where you can incorporate your
Yeah.
family life into what you do and what you love. So you've found a happy medium.
I think the key is if you're able to, I know not everybody's able to, you know, learn to say no so that you have time to say yes to the really good stuff, you know.
It's great advice.
And it's kind of like at the beginning, I said yes to everything. I did anything I could do, you know, to get my name out there. And I think that was smart, but I was also a little crazy. And I didn't, you know, feel that balance. I didn't feel like I was being good at anything.
Right.
And it just kind of like, you know, coasting through and just, you know, trying to make it all work. But now, like, I figured it out. I mean, it took 2 years, but I figured it out.
But I love what you said. I think it's so important to say no and to say yes to the things
Yeah.
that make you happy.
Yeah.
That's the only way to find your balance.
No, once I started doing that, it was like, and it just started like, okay, if I'm going to be away from my kids and working this hard, like, it has to be really worth it. You
Right.
know, whether that's like money, to, you know, give and give. That's in our nature, but what are we giving and giving for? You know, we have to really like and I talk to moms about this every day. You know, it's like, what are we doing?
Right,
Like,
absolutely
really,
right.
what are we doing?
You're not getting an award at the end of the day that says you were giving 50 hours a week to
Totally.
X, Y, and Z. So
Totally.
you found the balance of really looking within and finding your own happiness.
Yeah,
And that's the only way. I mean, do you feel torn at all now? Do you feel like you're kind of balanced and finding your...
I like the past, you know, I said like 2018 is the year of no. And I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, why am I feeling this? I mean, we're going to feel it, but I'm saying if it's like over, just like crazy
Yes.
feeling, I'm like, this isn't like what my life did. And it's because it's all related back to something else where like I don't have enough time or I'm frustrated. And it's just like not what I want.
100%. I think every mom watching can agree
Yeah.
with your sentiment.
It's hard.